First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, second.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
On 2nd and 1, Wilson. He's going to look deep in zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. DeAndre Hopkins, 32 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The fly route works for the TD ground.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
He's going to float this one deep right, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Antonio Brown, 51 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way going to the end zone for the touchdown.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Stafford with a give. This is Riddick. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Still on his feet. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A gain of 32 that time.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's going to keep it here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here's Wilson, dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do it.
And he's into the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. Normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Third and 2, Stafford. And Amendola with a catch. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen? As we send you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he works free. Still shit. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 76 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. To throw is Stafford.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defender's there, receiver's there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
12 yards there, first down Vikings. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out to the flat for Reddick. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field.
Offense.
And they're already walking backwards. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford, screenplay, Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Hill on the return. Just bowling over tacklers. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. All told, it's a punt return of 74 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. He'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Stafford. James has got it. Complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. This is Riddick on the screen. And he caught it up. And he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Bailey got the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And Amendola's got it, complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give him much better starting position. So that one will be accepted.
Automatic first down.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Wilson buying time to his left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead will swell by one more. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. He's got Curse. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. The completion to Riddick. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. Time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.